back over to Rivington for this one, and we've got one called I Brought Snacks, which is a beer I've never had before, and it's a collaboration, Rivington with Sureshot brewery, I assume. Don't know anything about Sureshot. It's a DDH pale, brewed with our mates from Sureshot, hopped with Nectaron, Luminosa, Zappa, and Cryo Pop. So I think I've had Cryo Pop before. I can't remember much about it. I think I've had Nectaron before. The other two, never heard of. But I do like trying beers with new hops in them. It's 5.7% ABV, and it's a double dry hopped pale from one of my favourite breweries, good old Rivington. I will review beers that are not from Rivington or Dare at one point, I promise. But at the moment, let's just do a little bit of this. So let's give it a pour. It's already pouring quite light in colour there. Let's get a little bit of a head going there. Good old 500ml cans. I don't know whether it's to do with the 500ml cans, but I do like breweries that put their beers out in 500ml cans. Wow, that's quite a lively pour there. I don't think that's the beer. I think that's just me pouring it quite lively. But I Brought Snacks. Looks good. Sounded interesting when I purchased it from the old farm shop close to me. So we'll have a see what it's saying to us. So let's have a bit of a nose. Okay, yeah, the colour, by the way, the colours are very, very light. Very, very light yellow. Very, very light yellow. Obviously hazy. Let's have a little smell here. So quite a soapy, sudsy smell. Getting it on my nose because it's so lively. What else am I getting there? I'm getting peach. A little bit of tangerine. Again, this one's quite creamy and oaty. Yeah, I'm just getting some really nice kind of citrusy smells there. Smells a bit dank. Let's have a taste and see what it's tasting like. Cheers. So that is a bit different. So I wouldn't say it's ridiculously tropical, ridiculously fruity. It's quite a bit of dankness in the flavour, bit of bitterness. Very smooth, very crushable. Yeah, let's get the rest in. Again, it's quite lively, it's quite carbonated. I say it's very refreshing, especially for a 5.7%. It drinks like a lower ABV than that. Yeah, we're getting some savoury notes in there as well. I can't quite place them, but they are quite pleasant though. It's quite a dry taste. Yeah, I must admit it's not giving all that away, although it is very tasty. But the flavours I am getting are quite citrusy, quite orangey, a little bit of peach, a little bit of vanilla. Again, quite light in the flavour for a 5.7%. To be honest, got more of the flavour of like a 5%er. Is what I'd expect from this kind of flavour there, but very pleasant, very pleasant drink. Let's give it a rating. So quality, again, very pleasant. Possibly want a little bit more flavour up front, but it is still very nice. And I'd say I'd give this one, for quality, I'd give this one an A-. I think for value, this one was around about the £6 mark, which is, you know, it's generally quite standard for like craft beers, sort of essentially from the brewery. This wasn't from the brewery, but it's similar price in the brewery, I think. So for that, I think value for that, it's okay for that. Possibly expect a little bit better, but a little bit more. But at the end of the day, I wouldn't complain if I got this. I wouldn't say I've been ripped off or anything like that. I say it's decent. I'll give this one a B+ value. So there you go. So I'll finish the rest of this and see if it says anything else to me when it gets a little bit warmer. But until then, have a good one.